Hello, fellow Stitchers. I'm Cher Johnston. Welcome to my happy place. I'm doing a different kind of stitch book today, but I wanted to say you can go to my Facebook group and join me there. You can visit my Ko-fi site and not buy me a coffee because I don't drink coffee, but buy me a color TV because dialing for dollars been trying to find me. I'm doing today's book is a needle book. I had a dream the other day that I wanted to tell you about. Well, not about the dream because I don't remember the dream, but I remember waking up thinking I had this idea that I'm not going to be broke forever. I don't think any of us are going to be broke forever. I think that things are going to look up, things are going to turn around. But I always believe in the best, you know. Anyway, but I also was thinking about Etsy. Something in my dream told me that I need to do an Etsy store. I've been on YouTube for about a year now, and I have a Ko-fi site. I tried to sell stuff there, didn't really work. So I'm gonna sell some needle books. Now, I don't know how much to sell them for. I have a couple that I wanted to sell. Like here's one. Here's one I want to sell. There's a little pocket there. There's a little pocket here. This is all wool because you need to have wool for your needles. This is wool, not just felt. This is wool. It needs to be wool to protect your needles. So I'd like to get about $30 to $35 for that, but I think on Etsy I'd probably have to sell it for around 50 or 60 just to get what I want. If I sold it on my Ko-fi site, I'd have to sell it for, I think they take like 5% or something. So I'd have to sell it for a little bit more, but anyway, I'm gonna work on that, and I'll have to let you know. I also had a situation this week where my laptop won't. I should check again today and see if it was some kind of glitch in the matrix. It wouldn't connect to the internet. I don't know why. I want to get I have a second laptop so I can still edit my videos and, that kind of thing. It's just that it's old and it's slower and my laptop has saved passwords and stuff. Oh, you know what? I might not have to be connected to the internet to get my passwords. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to check into that. So today I'm 3 minutes into the video, almost 5 minutes into the video. I haven't even told you what I'm doing. Well, okay, I'm making a needle book. It's a kind of a stitch book, right? Um, and I'm making flowers. I did some of these the other day. So I have all my blue threads out and I had so much fun and it was so pretty. It came out so nice. I thought, I'll do that again because the threads are all out and, I liked it. It was fun. This is a, you can tell it's a daisy. This is, I'll tell you the color right now. I'd have to stop for a minute and do that. Um, I think it's an off-white. It's not really white. It is 3865, and then for the centers, I'm going to do 3755. And then I'm going to do the leaves at the very end when I do um, other flowers, because, other flowers, leaves are sometimes just filler, and that's what those leaves are going to be. I've been on YouTube for a year now, and I still have trouble staying on camera. Now I'm too close to the edge of the desk, and I'm resting my elbows, my wrists on the edge. All right. And all right. Let's see. Now I want to do a couple little buds. Those are going to go out this direction. And these are going to be tinier. Ho ho. Maybe a couple more. And of course, some Queen Anne's lace. I was watching Sherry Iris the other day, and she talked about Queen Anne's lace. It's one of her favorites. She gave the technical term for it. She calls it cow parsley, but she said on her video that she said, I think in the US it's called Queen Anne's lace. I was like, yes, I thought it was the same thing, and it is. I used to have a garden when I had a house, and I planted this wildflower mix. It was lovely, and in it came some Queen Anne's lace. So that goes like this. It's a little one wrap French knot. Pull it nice and tight. And sometimes my Queen Anne's lace doesn't have stems that connect it, because I don't know, because it doesn't. I don't think it needs to have, not when you're doing something really tiny. Okay, I'm gonna end off this thread. This is, well, the design is not from this book, but I wanted to show you this book called The Flower Alphabet. I'll put a link to her website there. And I'm gonna do a colonial knot. This might match too close to the background. Didn't think about that. In it, she has, of course, she tells you how to do all the stitches, and she has all these recipes for different color combinations for these flowers. And fabulous book. And like I said, I didn't think about the blue matching the background. It's not, whoop, not a perfect match though, right? All right, I have a lot to show you today, so I'm going to finish these off camera and come back. Okay, next I have 842. And by the way, I just have 2 strands of each of these, and I'm doing a blanket stitch here. I was editing a video earlier today and noticed that I could hear birds in the background. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't hear them, but right now I am hearing a dog. One of my neighbors has a dog that barks every time I go past. All right. I have a lot to show you today, and I'm not really following this pattern. So I'm gonna go to the tip here. And then I'm going to start going down the other side. I'm going to finish this off camera and come back to do the leaves. Now, one thing that I should mention though is that if there are spots in the center, I realized the other day when I did this, There are spots in the center. I can fill those with little with little tiny leaves. So I'm going to do that. All right. So I'm going to do 3 more leaves and off camera. Okay. Got a little carried away there. So what I discovered is that if I stab stitch the blanket stitch there, I can get a lot closer and more, see, they're more packed in. That just means I go down and then come back up. The little petals are 872. Now I have 3864, and I'm going to do bullion knots with 3752. So this is a different kind of stitch. This is a fly stitch. Oh, this is going to have bullion knots in there, in amongst the other things. I'm sorry. Sometimes the background noises are really distracting. And I have a neighbor who has a child that cries a lot, an awful lot. Anyway, now I'm gonna go back up here because I need to connect this with a stem stitch. I almost said with a burp. I'm trying not to do that because I don't know. That's just silly. Is it silly of me to try not to do that? I don't talk like that in real life. I don't talk like that in person. I do know in real life I speak very slowly. I had uh, two different bosses who didn't like it and told me so. Well, one of them told me, and the other one just um, let me know in other ways. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Now, these all really match very well, but I think it's going to be the kind of thing that in the end it'll be okay. And this, I forgot to make sure this was a milliner's needle, and it's not. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do it anyway. Now I'm doing a bullion knot here. Maybe 6 or 7 wraps, I think. Uh, 7. Ouch. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I made it too tight because I don't have a milliner's needle here. Oh, that's okay. And you know what? I can see it, and I think it's fine that it almost matches. Because it almost matches, but definitely, you can definitely see it because of the texture. All right, now let's try and not wrap so tight. Not wrapping so tight. And yeah, okay, again, if I do all this on camera, I won't be able to fit it all. So I do these off camera. Okay, I put in these little flowers, 3755, and the center is 827. And I used 3 strands on those. I used 2 at first and it didn't quite work out. So I did 3. I'm going to put a rose right here, which goes with a bullion knot. I think 6 wraps. This is a milliner's needle. I think it's a milliner's needle. 7, not too tight. Oh, by the way, this color is, what did I do? This is 518, and then along the outside, we're going to do 519. 2 strands. So I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to come back up right next to that one. let's go and let's just do this. I can go all the way to the back, but I'm trying to go just through the top layer because I think that might be easier. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice and tight. Now one more that goes from here on this side. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep going off camera. Sorry. Then I think this one's going to have 8 wraps. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Sure. And this needs to tuck right in to the bottom there. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to end this thread off right in the back. And I'm having a thought about leaving the back because I think it's messy, but I like it so much. I like seeing the back. My granddaughter, when I show her stuff, she likes to look at the back. So we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I won't. Now I'm going to start where that one ended off. I'm going to go up. There's this lady I watched, Ariane Zurcher. She's left-handed. If you are interested in watching a left-handed person, she has some great content. I don't know how she gets so close to the camera and still stays on camera. I've wondered if maybe she just watches what she's doing through the camera. I wonder if I could do that. Anyways, you guys don't care about that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15. I think that's what I want, is about 15. That looks like it might be too tight, but let's just see. It's a little bit tight. The other thing she does, she sometimes uses pliers to get through the stitches, or to get the needle through the stitches. Gosh, so pretty, right? Okay, now I'm going to go back down under underwear, under there, underwear. This is stupid. My godson sometimes calls me with stupid jokes. Like, he called me the other day. He said, "Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is?" I said, well, R. He said, nine. Nah, matey, 'tis be the sea. Oh, gosh. All right, now I want to go under here. Oh, all right, let's just try and go through to the back. I've done this, I've tried this once before. Didn't work out very well for me, but we're going to try it again. Because it's hard getting. There we go. All right. Now, should work. Same, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. And that, I don't have a plan or anything for how many, just whatever I feel like. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ah, matey, 'tis be the sea. Is that? Yes, it is. It's very lovely. All right. Now, I want this to go underneath there. Under where? Under there. All right, now I want to come up. This is turning out so nicely, right? I come up there. And then, let's just try and put this one right through. Hey, that's going to work. Not sure what I'm going through there, but it'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 20. Seems like a lot, but hey, I like it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Too tight. Too tight. Too tight. Unwrap a bit. Oh. Ah, did it. Did it. All right. Sometimes it helps if I put it down for a minute. Pull it round. Yes, yes, yes. All right, and down to the center. Nice. Okay. Now, this one is not in her book. This is something that I decided to do. So this is a share thing. I'm going to do a cast on stitch. And I'm going to put in an extra little, yeah, that, my friends, is a tapestry needle. I thought that might work, but so I wouldn't get my little fingers. So I'm putting a second one in so that it will make it bigger. One. I'll, I'll fast forward this part so you don't have to, because this is slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to run out of thread. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh man, I want more than 14. All right. I have 14 wraps there. I'm going to try and just see what happens here. That, I'm sure you heard that screaming child. Thought she was napping. Okay, now I need to go back through here. And pull out this direction. Oh, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. And I have to put my thumb over it. Oh my gosh. Pull it nice and tight. Nice and, oh my gosh, my golly. It's not bad. I think I want one more, but I need to get more thread. I'll be back. I think when I was younger, I had a greater tolerance for screaming children. I just don't anymore. I have zero tolerance for the crying baby. All right. I do like, this one might be a little thick though. Let's try a different one. And this might have one really big petal and one smaller one. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Oh, am I doing this right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. No, I'm laughing because I'm thinking that maybe I should go away and come back later after the screaming child is done. All right, let's try it anyway. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll skip this part. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 16, 20. Okay, there's 20 wraps there. Pull out a second needle and then pull my needle through. Then I don't know why, but that works for some reason. And sorry, I have to put my thumb over it, and you can't really see. Wow, that's too big, isn't it? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. It's like a three-dimensional little body blah. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Maybe it needs one more. I think maybe so. Oh, I don't know. Sure. Oh, this needs to be unwound. All right. Oh no, let's not do another one. Let's do here. No, over here. I was gonna put two. Um. Yeah. No. You know what? I don't like it. All right. I took that out. I don't think I'm gonna edit that part out though because maybe you liked it and you could do that yourself. I think though I'm gonna do another one, but not not as big. Like I'm not gonna add the extra needle in. I'm just gonna do a regular, just the regular one, and maybe 15 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Okay, I have 17 there. And I'm going to pull through. And, oh, did I mention, by the way, that I have a milliner's needle here? Also, I have 3 strands of the DMC thread that I'm using. Oh, I have to remember to breathe. Yeah, I like that better. It's better. Now, I think it's not tight enough. All right. Let's untwist that. And then there's a lot of threads back there, see? And I'm going all into the same spot. All right. I like it, I like it. Now, I'm going to do some buds. I come out over here and do a little, like 6 wrap. 2, oh, what in the heck? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I was trying to make them a bit looser, and I got a little carried away. One more right next to it. Oh, I keep drifting off camera. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just have to do a lot of editing this time. Or maybe not. Depends on what I'm feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I should probably stop for a little bit because, yeah, because of that. I think as long as I'm not trying to work, it doesn't bother me as much. Does kind of bother me. Okay, next I have leaves. I'm going to use this color, 3863, and I'm going to do a fly stitch for the bud of the rose, and then some leaves, and then I'm going to add other leaves and little French knots all in to like fill that in. I think I have to do that off camera. Yeah, so that I can look at it really close to my face. I'll be back. All right. Okay. I don't think I showed this. 3863, that's the leaves that go with the roses and the, you know. Then this 746, that's the other white there that's sort of yellowish. Those are, I don't know, some kind of flowers. So that's where I'm at. And now the kids, there's a, I think there's a kid and a baby. And I think that they're asleep, or at least they're inside. But now it's really late. It's dark out. Um, I have a few things. This is a piece of lace. Here's another piece of lace, some blue lace. There's more lace. There's more lace. Move these to the side. There's more lace. Tea-stained lace. I love this lace. This definitely has to go in there. And I was thinking I might do that. So it kind of covers the back of that embroidery, but you can still kind of see it. And if I put it like that, you can see the edge from the front. That might be cool. And then I have some fabrics. This is linen. This is upholstery fabric. This is just, I think this might be a Tim Holtz. And this is something that I painted that I may include. And then I have some pieces of felt, wool. It's important that it's wool because it helps protect your needles. But these are going to go like inside the book. And I think, like I have found, that I like my let me get a needle. I like it to go like this so that I can put the needle in this way. And actually, my favorite one is something that I did with two pieces. You know? I don't know, might not be necessary. Anyway, this is from I hand knitted some wool and then felted it. This used to be a purse. I cut it apart. It's really, really thick, but it works well with needles for the reason that I just gave to you. It's, you know, yeah. I like it, but it might make the book too thick. I'll have to see. And maybe I should just find a different piece that's more like this because I have lots of it. Anyway, and then I have this little doohickey that I made just for decoration. There's a charm that I have, and I have these beads that I thought about putting on the front, and I also have my wonderful pearl beads that I might put on front. But I think I'm going to do more work off camera and just come back and show you. Because it's hard, especially when it's dark out, for me to stitch on camera. This, I'm really liking this. Also, I don't always like to watch people pick out things and, decide what they're going to do on camera. But, what I might do? I do like, I'm probably going to use all the colors that I have out here. I'm going to do this on camera because I just decided I want that there. Oh no, you know what? Yeah, let me think about that. All right, I'll come back. Okay, so I have those in, that, and this I just did. I wanted to do a ladder stitch. Look what I ended up doing. It's just sort of random, whatever. Then I put the herringbone stitch in there. This is going to be my center page, and I think I want to do a stitch here to stitch that down because that's going to be the center of the book. I also just wanted to say, I looked this morning and I have an hour already. And I was going to just finish it up really quick. I have a lot more that I want to do. So I'm going to post this video with just the front part. Put a picture of the front. And then I will, I don't know if I showed this on camera yet. Look at that. So I'm going to post this and hope that it uploads. I might not have some of this stitching in it. Might have to put that in part 2. But that's all I got for today. I'm going to edit and upload this. And part 2 will be coming very soon. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.